days after tropical storm inundated parts of North Carolina with catastrophic flooding, leaving scores dead, hundreds more missing, entire communities are beginning to come to terms with devastating losses.
So when Hurricane Helene hit, around 40 trillion gallons, or 150 trillion liters of water, were dumped on this area all at once. Little valleys or hollers, as we would say, where people have their homes built. The homes are just, they're gone. They're missing. They're downstream of miles.
Hurricane Helene, she tried to destroy us, but you can't keep Appalachian folk down.
When Helene struck, the entire town was flooded. All right, so we had townhomes, modular homes, all just washed away within the blink of an eye.
I was returning from a work trip that day, and so I arrived in Charlotte and had to drive home from there, and was honestly I was mapping out all the different ways that I might be able to get home because so many roads were closed. And that was like my biggest fear, that my family would be stuck here and I wouldn't be able to get home. And I was honestly considering, is there somewhere that I'm going to have to leave my vehicle and run the rest of the way home? Because that's what I would have done. I was able to map out a route that got me here and, got to our road, and the road was gone. There's this giant chasm.
The damage was immense. People had to start over who already didn't have a whole lot.
I'm John Kelly, so I've been endurance running for about a decade now.
I keep thinking that she's gonna start walking. I encourage her to walk up the hills, and she just takes off again. Relentless.
I grew up in this area, and so these mountains have always had a lot of meaning to me. And the Appalachian Trail in particular was always this thing that just, it was difficult to comprehend. I could go to my local park and I could think about, this trail stretches for almost 2,000 miles north. Clearly most known for Barkley. If it weren't for Barkley, I don't know that I would be known, really. I think I've probably been a bit typecast as the Barkley guy, which is fine. And that is my niche. What I do well are these multi-day events that have a lot of skills and a lot of factors and a lot of complexity in them. I'm not the fastest person out there. I'm never going to win Western States or UTMB. I'm not the strongest climber or have the best endurance. I'm really good at all of these things. So it's when you take an event like Barkley that requires all of those skills and capabilities at once, that's where I excel. So the Appalachian Trail is around 2,200 miles, and the current speed record, or FKT, is just a bit over 40 days.
Can you count to 10?
Yeah, which way? My name is Tara Dower, and I currently hold the fastest known time on the Appalachian Trail, being 40 days, 18 hours, and 6 minutes.
To break that record, you're looking at 100K a day through really rough, rugged, steep terrain.
I think he does it because he has to be doing something either mentally or physically. I mean, that's very obvious. While he's running, he's also doing something mentally, whether it be work. I think a lot of the programs he's written have come from when he ran.
He loves being out in nature. He loves the mountains. That's one of the reasons they chose to live here. He wanted to be able to run in the mountains.
So that's just John's nature. It's kind of like me walking through the mountains grouse hunting. Okay, had the worst grouse dog in the world, but that's okay. I enjoyed it. John enjoys this.
And if this is what you want to do, then do it. We'll be at the other end.
I've been working towards this for 10 plus years. 40 days is nothing. Like this is the finish line. This is what I've worked a decade plus for. All of the training, all of the planning, everything that has gone into it to this point. This is just enjoy the finish. Mentally, there is no limit to how far I'm willing to push myself. Physically, one of the things that you have to learn as an ultra runner, and I have at this point, is kind of the different types of pain. There's the pain that's annoying and you can push through. There's the pain that is maybe going to get worse, but you're not doing actual long-term physical harm and putting yourself in medical danger. And then there's the pain that is serious. So, the simple answer to your question is absolutely anything possible at this point, short of long-term damage to my health or medical danger.
John has a huge heart, and I think that people often don't see the very focused, methodical side of him. So there was no question. It was, I want to do the AT, and I'm going to do it as a fundraiser. If I'm doing this thing that is totally selfish in the sense of there's no purpose for him doing this other than him doing this, then someone is benefiting, and it's going to be this community.
People ask me, Katie, are we going to be all right? And I'll be like, you're damn right we are. And then they would say, Katie, are we going to rebuild? And I'm like, you're damn straight we are, because we are damn strong. So she tried to keep us down, but we are resilient, and she didn't kill our spirit and our love for our town and each other.
The people in the Appalachian community have been through a lot, and if he can help them in some small way, then he's gonna do it.
All right, big smile. Perfect.
My goal here is to just bring a bit of attention back to say, look, this is still a long-term process. There's a lot to be done.
The Old Fort Strong Fund came out of desperation and need to support the community. Some people have homes that were washed away, helping them with the down payment on the new home or helping relieve their past mortgage. We've, raised over $1.5 million. We've helped over 100 families financially.
Oh my gosh, isn't this great?
Happy Trail Days!
It's interesting, the thru hiking community is very male dominated, and so I think we're just now breaking out of that, kind of generational, I guess, commonality. And we're seeing more and more women be outdoors and be doing really hard things. And then when we see women like Tara, who does one of the hardest things in the whole world, more and more of us are inspired.
I would say the community makes the trail special for me, because I think my entire life I was looking for community, and I was looking for people who understood me and where I felt at home. But I think the community has kept me close to the Appalachian Trail.
Well, my name is Warren Doyle, and I live 12 miles away from here in Mountain City, Tennessee. Well, I've done the entire Appalachian Trail, 18 traverses. 9 of those traverses would be classified as through hikes, and I've never encouraged anyone to do the trail. People find that hard to believe. Now I'll help people if they want to walk the trail, and I'm going to give them frank, unsentimental, unromantic, no butterflies, flower, Walt Disney version of the trail. They're not going to, get, if that's what they want, some sort of. But I don't want to be responsible for their pain and suffering.
So when I go out there, I want to do the best that I'm capable of. And so I don't look at these things as, I'm trying to do what someone else did and do it better. I'm trying to do the best that I can do.
I hope you do good, Dad.
I'm looking at my watch.
When it hits the next minute, at the top of the minute, then, so I guess at 9:19.
You're starting at 9:19.
what we'll do.
I love you.
Where's your phone?
It's in your pack.
Okay.
All right. Can I get a path here?
Yes, you got it.
I love this project because John Kelly is not about himself. This is not about him, you know, showing the world how fast, how great, how much endurance he has. But it's really about showcasing communities that have been affected by Helene, communities like ours, and inviting them to be a part of his team. And so if John, 2,200 miles later after he starts at Springer Mountain, Georgia, gets to Katahdin in less than 40 days, and you guys have helped him, you're a part of that victory as well.
You've got 2 people joining you.
Okay.
Next stop, hog pen.
Okay.
Hog pen.
So just like regular care for whenever he comes in. Food to eat here, food to take with him.
You feeling organized, Randy, yet?
Trying a half. Certainly progressing that way, yes.
So you want us to go over there and yell at you?
If you don't mind, that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
You're doing great.
Sorry, y'all. I'm 6 minutes quick. And Logan, you got all the stuff that you're gonna give me?
We were moving that first day, and a mile 31-ish, I just couldn't keep up with him anymore.
That's right. You weren't the only one, it sounded like, either.
Yeah, so these guys have been here for like 2 hours prepping, and John shows up for like 5 minutes and he's gone. Yeah, crazy.
Salt's here.
Stitches.
I don't think he needs stitches.
I don't believe so either, but...
No, just clean it.
Right now, he's, you know, full of energy, probably some adrenaline. You know, he's the epitome of a strong right now. You know, when he gets tired, and he knows he'll get tired, it's not like it's going to be a surprise to anybody. But he has the ability to push through.
Out of anyone that I currently know of who's going to go out there and attempt to break the record, I think John Kelly is the one that everyone needs to be watching for sure.
Bring a towel. All right.
How's John doing?
He's doing a lot better than he was a little bit ago. Do a new tailwind in it when it's empty, and then refill it out of the 1.5 liter.
Don't be surprised if it's 2 a.m. before we get up there.
I understand.
Heaviest pack ever.
He's already gapping you guys.
I know. Look at that.
Oh, jeez. I'll bet the water coming out of the bottom of that right now is about 32.1 degrees. Day 3 on the Appalachian Trail. Bit over 160 miles in, just starting up into the Smokies right now. Fully expect this day and the stretch to be my toughest really until I get to New Hampshire and the White Mountains. About another 40 miles, 10,000 feet up to make this around a 70-mile day.
I'll check on him once we wrap up.
He's a monster. It's hard to keep up with. It's amazing to watch.
He is by far the most focused, determined person I've ever met. He is very stubborn. He is a fighter.
Thank you so much. Going this way. Going this way. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Waiting on John.
John's moving strong on the uphill.
I like try to fill up water. I don't see him anymore. I can't see his headlamp. I mean, John just gritted his teeth and just hustled through it. There were so many times I'm like, man, I gotta turn the turbos up to keep up with them. So this is like the emergency bag, butt wipes, deodorant, a little for tiny first aid kit.
Morning. Oh, hello guys. What's up? This is where you are. We were looking for you all over the way.
I mean, it's a dream. And if you have a dream and you love somebody, like, you're gonna do everything you can to help them. And again, that sounds very simple and very like Disney, but it's not. Like, it's not perfect, it's not beautiful, it's hard work, it's compromise, it's conversation after conversation after conversation about it. And like, I want my kids to see that their parents both have strength. Like, I want them to grow up and look and see, like, my dad ran the Appalachian Trail. That's incredible. So I can go and through hike it or run it one day. But then I also want them to look and feel like, our mom took care of us for 40 days on our own and drove us all the way up to Maine to see our dad finish the Appalachian Trail. I want them to see strength in both of us in those ways. And that enables them to then do whatever they want to do.
I always considered John had endurance. I used to take him and Patrick out in the woods somewhere, and I'd say, okay, I'm not going to tell you how to get home. You get us home. Now, Patrick a lot of times would ask for a hint. If I started to tell John a hint, he would get mad, and he would find his way out. But it was that way with anything. Fishing, him racing the go-kart, he didn't quit until he got to where he thought he should be.
I mean, Damascus is something I'll certainly never forget. Like, I was crushed. Never been in that much physical pain and at that much of a mental low point as I was coming into Damascus. It had rained every day on the trail, every single day.
All right, daybreak on the Appalachian Trail. I got a raging bull behind me. Nothing's gonna stop him. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Yep.
You just drop it.
Nice work, man.
Thinking about something like the AT, 2,200 miles and 500,000 feet of climbing. And it is difficult to grasp. There are a few things. Compartmentalizing where you are in that moment. It's the next climb.
Do you have warm food that you send? I have
If I'm doing these irrational, ridiculous things, in part for the lessons that I take away from them and the growth that comes through it, the most growth happens at those most challenging points, at those low points. So to get to those points where I'm really maximizing the outcome that I'm seeking, and to quit because of that, that's what's irrational, really.
What's up, guys?
There you go.
Milk, V8, you guys?
Take an ice cream bar.
Ice cream bar?
Now we're talking.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Can little Debbie sponsor us? I don't know. This might be his bed snack.
All the people I follow on Strava are wondering why I haven't liked any of their activities.
Are you a serial Strava person who just scrolls and like?
Yes, I am.
That's his dinner.
It's 700 calories of
Yeah.
sort of like dessert, kinda. No, these are trade secrets. This is where the magic happens.
This is where the anger happens.
Yeah. Oh man.
Especially when the rice pudding emptied everywhere.
Oh man, what a mess.
Misery.
I'm retired and looking for a summer adventure. This has adventure and vacation built into it and helping the community. This is a great community, the trail running community.
But all the hikers are amazed that we have a microwave.
I think he's doing well.
I think he's doing fine.
You got it. He's dealt with some quad issues. His right quad was a tree trunk yesterday. I could go down a path of like, this is probably overuse injury, but we've got many more days of it, so. Is there another cranberry juice anywhere?
Oh, wonderful.
8 miles in.
It's the most beautiful morning. Love it. Yes. Beautiful day here in the mountains of Virginia.
Go, John Kelly, go!
It's a very strong community out here. We're all going through everyday challenges together.
Anybody and everyone, any age, any gender, any demographic, they can come and they can take a few steps out on this dirt path that stretches from Georgia to Maine, and they're immediately welcomed in with open arms. And I think that is pretty rare in society.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
Heads up. Yep. Head, watch your head.
Ooh.
There's 3 predictors for success: level of comfort, threshold of pain, and your temperament. Just those 3 things. Keep on doing what you're doing. If your threshold of pain is in the red, you better not get on that trail. If your level of comfort is in the red, you better not get on that trail. Think about doing something different. And if your temperament is in the red, you better do something different, because that's what the trail demands. But people never think about it. They're thinking about ounces and carbide fiber and, you know.
I set the AT record back in 1991. At the time, it was 60 and a half days. I lowered it to 52 days, 9 hours. And now he's going to lower it to under 40 days, which is amazing. And what he's doing is unbelievable. I don't understand it, but people get better and better, and he is good. He is very tough. I think he'll get it. I think he'll get it, unless something major happens.
It's going well, but there's a long way to go. I can rebound from this adaptation phase and hit the mid-Atlantic at the same time, and maybe get some serious mileage days in there. I'll either have it or I won't.
Yeah.
I was right in the middle of that kind of adaptation phase where my body was trying to figure out what the heck I was doing to it and how to deal with it.
It seems like it's never going to end when you're doing it. You feel like you're on a perpetual Appalachian Trail treadmill, but you're not. And he's going to make it, I think. See that you got to be scared of the next person. That's right. That's right.
So his feet have pretty significant blisters. With the moisture, the rain starting off, Georgia coming up, and then the humidity getting up here. And you can see all his toes are wet, so they're crinkled, the top is wrinkling, and then coming up top, all that skin is just detached. He's got this blister on the inside, that medial side of the big toe. You can see it kind of has a little rip in it, but that rip has closed, and that was self-done. That rip is closed, and so it's created another pocket of fluid, and there's a lot of nerves in that tissue underneath.
The little one.
Oh, thank you so much.
You say good luck?
Just what I needed. Thank you.
So I'm Chris Brunton. I'm known as Trail Boss on trail. I'm a district manager for the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club, and I and my co-district manager, Rob Lamar, we are responsible for a 32-mile section of trail. Well, we are in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. We're the Panhandle. This is as far east in West Virginia as you can go. I'm trying to think. I was first involved with the trail in the 1980s. I built it, helped build it, and I've walked it so many times, and I know it like the back of my hand. And I met my wife on the trail in the 80s. We were friends, a whole group of us, and we were friends, young people. And bit by bit, we were more than friends. And then we bought a house together, and then we finally got married on the trail.
So when Hurricane Helene hit, around 40 trillion gallons, or 150 trillion liters of water, were dumped on this area all at once.
I just could not believe the stuff that was piled up, just cars on top of cars, roofs of houses that were upside down, whole houses, pieces of houses all over the place, trees, garbage. I mean, it was just blew my mind. It put tears in my eyes to see such a devastation. It was awful. It was awful. Terrible. It's my home. The trail is what it's in me.
Amazing work, man. Cheering for you.
Are you guys gonna head out?
Yeah, I gotta get to the car.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
The fastest.
This shit is crazy sketchy. Should be John on camera, but it's not. It's Brian. Oh my God. Wolf Rocks. It is a trip. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God.
That's it. Straight ahead.
He wanted to do these astounding multi-day events, and we want to come at it from the end of, well, if you're doing those events, we want to make you as fast and as strong as you can possibly be at the top end, because once you're out there and just grinding day after day and doing all of these miles, your limiter is going to end up being that ceiling of your fitness.
That's a left and then a quick right. Next right, correct?
Yep. You got it, John. Come on.
So pretty much crew chief is just like being the mom to everyone and also being the strict one. I had to be the boss. I had to be the bad guy as well. The runner is the runner, and that's all you want the runner to be concerned about, is moving forward. You don't want them to be concerned about where they're getting water, where they're getting food, how many calories they're getting in their food, like if they're gonna have dry shoes, like will their crew be at the next stop? You don't want them to worry about a single thing. And so as crew chief, you have to worry about every single one of those things.
In John's spreadsheet brain, originally he wanted to do a tailwind an hour, alternating between caffeinated, non-caffeinated.
This is calf.
So here's non-calf.
This is a non-calf, yeah.
Calf, non-calf, non-calf recovery.
It's been a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie.
Who has John's phone?
I don't have John's phone.
Who has John's phone?
Right. I can't hear.
The
camera needs to go forward.
What can I help you do?
You guys haven't showered in 6 days. You need a shower.
So right now we've got our team transitioning some stuff, working out the kinks of where things go in the Rivian, who's doing what tasks, and getting everything set up so it's a smooth transition so John doesn't realize like any of this is going on.
When John makes a spreadsheet, it's not saying this is what I'm going to do. It's saying by doing this, by setting up this framework, I'm making it possible to bring out the best in myself while being fully present with what I'm doing. When you're fully broken down, you might be at 40%, 50%, 60% of your baseline. What is that 40%, 50%, or 60% actually referring to? What's the denominator? Because the higher you can push that, the higher you're going to push the output. Some athletes that can push at higher percentages, and John is one of them. John was born with that. Tara Dower was born with that, and they've worked their asses off, and they're the toughest people I've ever met.
You crushed your work, John. Awesome. It was, 10-minute mile pace. Do you have caffeinated tailwind? Who is the caffeinated tailwind? Get it out of my bag. We're all still running at a 10-mile pace. Gets it out of my bag. And it was like baton pass up the line. Pulls back.
You hear this, man? This is going to be us tomorrow.
Like right now, as we're talking, he's approaching the hardest part of the trail, and we're talking about when do the risks begin, right? Because like the whole thing is a risk, but like eventually you take a chance, and that chance increases your risks of failure a lot, but it also increases the chances of the greatest success and opportunity.
Wait, I'll be back.
By no means has he not had tough days out there, but he's getting into some of the tougher terrain on the whole AT. So John started this morning over in Kinsman Notch, and he made his way up south and north Kinsman. And we're waiting at Liberty Springs Trail for John to come and intersect with us, and we're going to go pace him up Franconia Ridge to some beautiful alpine terrain. These higher summits in the White Mountains can see some of the world's worst weather regardless of the month. Like I said, he's got some tough sections ahead of him, but we know he's got the legs for it.
You want to play in water?
I could just sense and see that he was in a lot of pain.
He was describing immobility and not being able to move himself, not specific pain, but just like his brain not telling his foot to move and flex and extend, but him not being able to do it.
It feels like someone's hitting me with a hammer on each step. I've been doing these things for a long time, and you learn the difference between like, hey, this is something that hurts and it sucks, but I can keep going. This is something that I'll probably get past, versus like, this is something that is only going to keep getting worse, and I'm going to put myself at risk of like permanent injury or a health problem.
If I manually like move it, does that hurt?
That does.
so
Where'd you feel that?
down.
Where did that hurt?
You know, maybe a 35, 40 mile day tomorrow makes more sense, and that keeps you right in the ball game.
There were 2 tough descents today.
I know.
I went up Mount Washington just fine, and it took me, what was it, 8 hours and 12 minutes to get down. 50-minute miles.
Yeah.
In my brain, I'm like, all right, who do we have in our network of people we've met through this adventure and through our own lives of like, who can guide us and give us advice? What are we going to do? What can we do?
This is not good.
Disappointing other people more than yourself.
You're not. Dude, what you've done so far, the people you've brought together, the communities you've helped, the money you're raising, you haven't disappointed anyone.
It's hard to watch a friend, it's hard to watch anybody suffer, but especially a friend when you know, we all know what he's done, and seeing him this deep into this crazy adventure, you know he is just doing nothing but suffering for so long now. And it's hard to watch. Oh, it was heartbreaking. It was the first time that he looked me square in the eyes and he just said, "I don't think I can finish this, Jody."
This is just such a cool little lake.
It doesn't hurt, it just won't work.
You put that foot down there.
It's just...
One big move. Got it.
Rest of your day and wake up tomorrow and it's magically okay. If the outcome was certain, we wouldn't be worth it.
That's right, yeah.
I really appreciate everyone coming out, and we'll see. Stoked to meet y'all. To be out here. This is like truly such a beautiful place here.
Letting us know
I'm really sorry, y'all. But this is just... It's not gonna happen.
Nothing to be sorry about. We're all proud of what you've done and proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back down. I just can't make myself do it.
Take off the Timmy.
Fine. Let's stop training. Let's go enjoy the talk at least.
I will second guess myself. I will, as this heals, my brain will tell me, no, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as you thought it was. As you remember, you could have kept going. You were weak. And I'll have to deal with that. But at the same time, like, I have to remember that I did. Like, I went back out there multiple times, and I did everything possible to make sure that there was no way.
There's some headlights burning down the highway.
When I first reached out to John and said, hey John, we'd love to have you come here and celebrate all your accomplishments, which by the way, if you guys don't know, I saw the other day that the tally is over $110,000 that John was able to raise. So let's give it up for that. I know that we're almost a year out from when Helene hit, and I'm sure a lot of you in here can sit here and say that you felt the effects. And so the fact that somebody's putting their butt on the line, that says a lot about what kind of man John is. So, but I want to thank you guys for coming out here today and celebrating all his accomplishments.
We go for the big goal, and that's, we fall a bit short, and that's fine. Like, it's still so much better to go for it.
This wasn't the Disney movie ending. This was real life.
Life is made easy for a lot of children, and they don't know how to deal when like a difficult thing comes. So I think this is like, hey, Dad tried this super hard thing, and they see the work he put into it. Like, they've seen all the good and the bad and everything, and it didn't end up the way he wanted. And they get to watch him wrestle with that.
Like, so many of us are kind of wondering what we should be doing, and it is just, it's up to us, and it's this tremendous gift and opportunity to decide, like, this is why I'm here, this is what I want to be doing, this is what I am going to do, I am going to make this my purpose. And so, no, I don't believe that like running along a trail was my actual grand purpose in life. I think it can feed into it. I think it can be a piece of it. I think that I can build upon it. Again, it's a part of it. And that's something I hope everyone can do, is to find that thing that resonates with them, that they feel like, this is why I'm here.